Good morning. Welcome back to Crochet Rocks. So, woke up this morning feeling a bit worse again, and my antibiotics run out tomorrow and the steroids run out today, so I'm kind of hoping it doesn't come back with a vengeance, but I didn't sleep too well, couldn't stop coughing, and that's what was happening this morning. So you just, when you think you're getting on top of it and it's not making any more nasty, it proves you wrong. It's just a gift that keeps on giving, I guess. Anyway, I'm still here. Yesterday, we put out the egg chair on the decking. I had all the little nuts and bolts in a drawer in the bedroom so that they wouldn't get lost, and the actual frame was in storage out in the caravan. So we put that together, and I've been bringing the cushions in, obviously, because it still gets quite damp of an evening, and it always does, but you know, I bring them in anyway. So we've got a little place to sit out now, and it was nice. I christened it by having a little sit on it yesterday, and had a cup of tea while Gary was painting the fence. It was very nice. And apparently today is going to be even warmer, but I'm going to a DIY shop a bit later to see if I can get some bolts, because I noticed when I rock on it that there's a little bit of movement on the round base. It just goes boom, 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 like this, and I find that annoying. It's not dangerous, it's not going to move, it won't tip over, but it's not smooth, and I want it to be a smooth thing. So I'm going to bolt it down. It's got these little feet, and you put them kind of around in a, you know, spaced out in a even way, and it meant to kind of keep it solid, but it's not really. So it can get bolted down, or some really strong cable ties, and but we'd have to take the side off the decking and get that under and really pull it down so it anchors it. That does mean that I won't be able to move it. But I'm pretty happy with where it is, and I don't tend to move it because as it's an egg, you can just turn if you want to. So yeah, going to do that a bit later on though. So yesterday I put up 2 winners videos, and I've got another few to do today. I'll do them as I can. Yeah, kind of want to get on and get back into the swing and start even Rocks chats up and everything else. I know I'm doing these chats with you, but they're not the same format as that I've been doing with Rocks chat and with my Slim chat, but I want to get them done. But it's, at the moment, I'm jumping on if I feel well enough, whereas if I was thinking, right, I'm going to get back on with the Rocks chat, I'm doing it every morning, and it's, you know, not necessarily in the morning that I'm well enough to do it. So I'm easing in gradually. I think that's the best way to be honest with you. So there's a lot of illnesses around the family at the moment. We've got Tyler still ill. He had a really bad upset tummy. All the time I've been ill, he's been ill with this really, really bad stomach cramping and everything else, hardly eating or drinking. He had visits to the doctors. He was sort of recovering, and then as soon as he was recovering, he started throwing up, and then he would look like he was recovering, and then it'd come back again. So it's a bit like this, only down there instead of up here. Harley's still full of sort of snot. Ugh. It is very snotty still, and his brother has COVID. But none of the other family have COVID, just Alfie. So there are these little cupboards in the new house, and I said, just put him in one until he's better, you know, keep him in. Luckily, they know I'm joking. But they had it a little while ago, the boys, when they were at their dad's, and they couldn't come home for a while. So it's sort of the second bout, really. And hopefully it will just be a little bit with Alfie, and then it will go, and it won't go around the rest, and that'll be the end of it. So, you know, I don't know about this new variant, whether it shows up on the home test kits, whether that's what I had or not, I don't know. I don't think so. I think it's just a really, really bad virus because, you know, before we had, you know, COVID, and we had bronchitis, you know, we had awful viruses that would go to your chest. We had them. So this is no different, really. I'm not sure if you don't see doctors anymore. You know, they kind of, they treat us as if we are plague carriers, and they don't like to see you unless they absolutely have to. They just diagnose you over the phone. So they just dish out the steroids and the antibiotics, but they don't listen to your chest. They don't look to see. So I've got no diagnosis. I can't say, yes, that was bronchitis or it was whatever. All I know is it's horrible and it needs to go. It really does. Didn't do any crochet yesterday. Gary was home. I cooked a dinner. It was our last roast because, as you know, I've been talking about the fact that I want to start up low carbing, and went to shops day before, and I bought some bits and pieces to eat for snacks and stuff like that. Avocados, olives, all the stuff I like. Not I'll eat many olives, but things like that. I know I can't eat the cheese anymore, and I've got this Applewood vegan cheese, which they say that it melts well. I don't know. We'll have to see. We'll have to see on that one. I've got some sliced beef, you know, that you get from the deli counter. Stuff like that. I've got plenty of eggs and bacon. I buy naked bacon without the nitrates. So I've got enough to kind of contend with. I've got steaks, and I do have chicken. I'm just going to have to fall in love with chicken again. I've got a feeling I know why chicken doesn't taste right for me. And I think it's because the sweet... I don't know if I told you this before, or maybe I told Gary. But anyway, if I'm repeating myself, I do apologise. But I think that the part of my tongue that tastes sweet flavours was damaged by my COVID jab. And now that my flavours are returning, possibly where... Or maybe it was where my squamous cell carcinoma was, to give it its proper name, an SSC, where that was, maybe that interfered with my taste. I don't know, but for whatever reason, sweet flavours are not as sweet as they used to be in some respects. It depends what it is. But chicken is a meat that had a kind of a sweetness. I don't taste that part of the chicken anymore. I just tend to taste the rest of it. So it doesn't taste nice. I wondered if I put a bit of sweetener when I cook my chicken, if it would bring it back. It's just a thought. I don't really want to do it. But I might try it. I might just give it a little... Put it in a roasting bag. And I won't have to throw that one away. But we'll see. It'll be an interesting experiment to see if that is actually what it is that's changed in my taste buds. But for the most part, most things have returned. Apart from chicken, which used to be my favourite meat. But a little while ago, I couldn't bear the taste of things like banana, but now they taste normal again. So things have got better for me. Just in time for me to stop eating them. Yeah. Anyway, I'm going to do it. I'm using up the last of my ciabatta rolls today because I use these gluten-free ciabatta rolls instead of bread, because gluten-free bread sucks big time. But the Shah ciabatta rolls are quite nice, especially even like the granary ones. So I had those with some prawns, which over across the pondicle shrimp. But I made like a little Mary Rose sauce and had prawn rolls for breakfast. Not my traditional kind of breakfast, but I have to take my tablets with food. So, and I didn't want them to go to waste, so I thought I'll eat the prawns. So they tasted nice. So, and they're a sweetness. Again, they're things I can eat while I'm doing low carb. So I don't intend to do an unhealthy low carb. I'm going to do a healthier version, which always works better for me. But I'm really looking forward to doing it. But yesterday, Formula One started. We had the first race of the season. Gary was doing some gardening, painting the fence and stuff, and I said, I'll cook the dinner then. And we had minted lamb shanks. Oh, they were beautiful. But I made roast potatoes, and I decided to make lots because it was the last time. And I have to say, it was probably the best roast I've ever made, because it was not only the last one, but they were just perfect. And all of my veg went really well, even though I was kind of rushing out, taking it off, going back in, watching Formula One. So I didn't really even pay it any mind, but it was absolutely yummy. So I have plenty. Also, I cooked these little pork knuckles. I think they were knuckles. There was something in them anyway. So a bone of some sort. And so there's plenty of meat out there for bits and pieces. I did say I would make Gary dinner today. He wanted a risotto, so going to the shop, making a risotto, probably wear me out now. So take the opportunity to sit down a while and have a chat, have a yarn, a ChinWag. That was a good, if I was doing Rox Chat, which you could say it's very chatty, so it might as well be. ChinWag would be a good word of the day, because obviously when your chin goes up and down and it wags, you're having a chat, aren't you? You're talking. So that's what a ChinWag is. Can't believe I've never said that one before, but yeah, a ChinWag. Come and have a ChinWag. Well, we do have some funny sayings, don't we, I guess. So I'm now still no nearer finding a solution to my postage problem for my hobby rocks, but I decided that UPS are not going to ignore me, not going away. So I got on one of those chat things and I found an email, so I emailed them my problem, and then I thought, to hell with this, I'm going to write to them, because they had an address. So I wrote to them and I posted that. So within a day or so, they should get that letter. So hopefully, coming at them from all angles, phone, email, and writing, somebody should at least get in touch with me. If not, I'm going to keep bombarding them. They will listen to me. They will not ignore me. I'm not going away. I need to sort something. I don't really want to just have a one-trick pony with the Royal Mail. And they're not the easiest to understand. None of them are, to be honest with you. They're all really, really terrible. I'm dry now. I thought I had a drink. Doesn't seem to be one there. No, it's here somewhere. Probably right over the back. Anyway, what else have I got to tell you? Yeah, no crochet yesterday, which was a little bit disappointed, I guess. Yeah, as you can probably see, I keep doing this. I've got a bit of an ache here. I haven't had that for a while. I must have laid funny, I think. I didn't sleep too well. Gary didn't sleep too well either. I don't know why. What it was that kept us both awake. But it was kind of weird. I was really tired. I was sitting in front of the TV and I was playing Woodoku, because I like that now and then. And I was just falling asleep doing it. And I thought, right, I'll go to bed. Lay down, wide awake, coughing. Get up, watch some TV, play Woodoku, fall asleep. Go to bed, wide awake, and coughing. This went on and on. So eventually about 3 o'clock, maybe 3:30, 4, I got to sleep. But Gary was awake from about 1. So it's like we took it in a shift, and I went to sleep kind of shortly after he woke. But he had to get up, really early anyway to go to work, so he didn't get a great deal of sleep. Must have been something like atmospheric keeping us awake, I think. We didn't have a very strenuous evening. We just watched, what did we watch? Picard. First episode of Picard. And I have to say, whoa, I'm really going to enjoy that. I am. My son Paul, my eldest, has been watching Picard. And I think he said, you know, he messaged me by the second episode and he said, amazing, I'm hooked already. Well, I'm hooked by one, you know, by episode 1. As soon as Patrick Stewart opens his mouth, I'm there. It's like, you know, for some reason, since The Next Gen, every single Star Trek series or whatever, apart from going back, you know, when they go back and make the old sort of Star Trek, like Kirk, but as a young man, the prequels, apart from those, everything else they've done, falling short. But as soon as Patrick Stewart is in it, it's got this air about it. I don't know. It's just a genius. And it looks like it's going to be a really, really, really good series. I just wish they make more of them and often. I'm a bit, you know, I hate seeing him so old. I hate seeing him age and become frailer and his voice even more scratchy than mine. You know, I want him to stay forever young. Anyway, Picard, well worth a watch. Also been watching a thing called Timeless. I'm not sure if any of you have seen it. It's obviously about a time machine, but it's got a different edge to it. So there's some undercurrent of a good guy, bad guy. No one knows which team is supposedly the good ones and which is the bad, and there's all this undercurrent going on. But the upshot of it is the time machines are being used to go back in time to alter history. Things like the Alamo and I won't go into too much because I don't want to give it away, but certain really important parts of history are being changed, like the Hindenburg, things like that, for instance. So obviously they have ripples down time and things keep getting changed. So it's pretty cool. I like it. Gary's not so keen. So we were watching it together, but I've got a feeling that he'll duck out of that one and leave it with me. Or he'll watch the odd one now and then, you know. We watched Reacher, really enjoyed that, but it's finished, unfortunately. I hope they do another one. What else did we watch? Oh, I've been watching Designated Survivor, but I'm getting up there now, onto the last season, so there won't be much more of that left, which is a shame. I do love a bit of Kiefer, you know. But I mean, it's hard to see him as someone, he's still tough, but he's not Jack Bauer, is he, in this? And I do love a bit of Bauer. I might have to go back and watch 24 at some point. Last time I watched 24, I was in hospital. Got me through my surgery and my incarceration in in hospital when I was suffering. If it wasn't for Jack Bauer, I think I'd have gone crazy in there. But so it's probably a bit soon to watch it again, you know. Anyway, what else have we've been up to? Really enjoyed yesterday's race. I really did enjoy that. It was an what's the word? Unpredictable end, but I enjoyed that end immensely, I have to say. Really, really love it. I thought I wasn't going to enjoy it so much this season. I probably won't, to be honest with you, because after last season, I felt a little disgruntled the way things were. I hate injustice. I really hate injustice of any kind. I can't, it doesn't sit well with me. And when things are unfair and deliberately so, and, you know, no, I kind of lose faith very easily in things like that. Anyway, not much else to tell you. Oh, a little bit of a voice came back then with that cough. But I won't be there much longer. It'll be gone again. So watch out for my winners videos. I've got a few that I've got to pop up. I did a new giveaway as well. So I'll put a link at the end. You know, when all the videos crowd in, one of them will be the new giveaway. I'll try and do another one actually as well, because I didn't do as many birthday ones as I wanted to because illness took over, and you know, so I will do some more as well. Plus it helps me bust a bit of stash, because although I'm doing a few stash busty projects, and I've got some really nice ones that have been in my mind to do for a very long time and I've not got around to doing them. I really want to start them. I was going to make an ombre blanket a long while ago, and I bought this yarn for it, and I chose my colours and I bought it, and I've never made it, and I need to think about that and get that done, because it was one of my first tutorials was the actual idea behind, I'm going to do this again, I'm going to do it ombre, you know. And it's been nearly 2 years and I haven't done it. Getting around to it soon, you know. It's just one of the many ideas that swirl around your head inside. And also, I filmed about 3 or 4 videos for a crochet along bag. You may remember the bag. It has circles, and it's quite a heavy bag actually, because it's made of cotton. But all I was waiting for was a sewing machine to make the lining. And what have I got now? I have a sewing machine. I also have another bag that I want to make. So, and I've got this one in mind for Gemma, because when I look at it, it says Gemma. You know, this is what it says to me. And it was a tutorial I did a little while ago. And it would be so easy to adapt it to the bag. And so I'm going to do it. And I just need to make linings. I've also got some screens to make for the windows, so we can open them without fear of bugs and humongous spiders this big coming in. So I do have a lot to do, and I sit on my butt and procrastinate far too much about the whole thing. Yeah, don't we all though, don't we? We probably do. So, I will be back to my former self, I'm sure, very soon. And I hope to be back to even better than my former self with starting the low carbing. I weighed myself today. I haven't put on anything. So I was quite happy about that. Because, you know, when you're ill, you can't be bothered. You can't be bothered to diet. You can't be bothered to stick to anything. And the amount of throat sweets and sticky medication that I was taking would have been enough to sink a battleship, as my mother used to say. And, you know, that's not dietary at all. You can't really. Can't really, when you're in that situation, think about it or care. Anyway, so I'm going to get off and upload this. Thank you for watching. Stay safe, everyone. Take care, and I will see you on the next one. Don't forget to watch out for the winners videos, which I'm going to film in a sec. And I will see you soon. Bye for now.